You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got our latest edition of General Hospital predictions. We've got 5 hot predictions for some front burner storylines. These are based on existing spoilers that we know about, but we are just, thinking about speculating what way we think this is going to go and what way we would like to see it go. And we want to hear your thoughts on the storylines and the predictions. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our GH spoilers, news, promos, predictions, and more. All right, the first thing we want to talk about is Esme and Spencer. And our prediction is that Esme Prince is going to try and lure Spencer Cassidine away from Trina Robinson. It's clear that even though Esme, at least right now, seems to still have amnesia, so she doesn't remember Spencer and doesn't remember, all the things they did together, when she's already into him, and then she saw him shirtless, and then she was trying to take care of the bruises, and then she had that little smile on her face when she had left the room after he yelled at her to leave. She's totally crushing on him. She is clearly jealous of Trina, and she's trying to use that baby to lure him in closer, and it's working. So the thing with Esme is, sure, she's got amnesia, but I don't think amnesia changes who you are at like a cellular level. And at that level, Esme is evil. So she may still have the instincts for trickery and seductions, the same kind of skills she used to get in bed with Nicholas that resulted in the making of that baby. She might just have kind of seduction and sketchy muscle memory that she can use to work her wiles on Spencer. What would you think about that? All right, our number 2 prediction for General Hospital is that Portia Robinson is going to encourage Esme to go after Spencer. We know that Portia completely despises Spencer, and she is desperate to get him out of Trina's life, and Curtis is not supporting her on this initiative. Marcus Taggart is not supporting her in this initiative. Her brother Zeke is, but how long is he going to be around? We don't know. So she really, really wants Spencer out of Trina's life and will do anything. She will stoop to any level. So phase 1 was this parenting class, because she's like, okay, Spencer and Esme are kind of co-parenting Baby Ace. What if I put them in this scenario where they're interacting together and they'll be in there with other couples that are co-parenting? She's kind of getting them into that mindset of thinking about themselves as a couple by pushing them towards this class. That's what I think. And if she gets any kind of feeling from talking to Esme that Esme has the hots for Spencer, she's going to fan the flames of that fire and encourage her to go after him, because if Esme goes after him, Trina will blow up. Even if Esme doesn't necessarily end up with him, it could be enough to have Trina walk away from him. All right, our number 3 prediction is that Christina Corinthos is going to offer to be a surrogate for Molly Lansing. So this week on Thursday, July 6th, there's a confirmed spoiler that Molly is going to spend time with Christina Corinthos, and she is going to catch her up on her issues. And, she's got endometriosis. She doesn't have any eggs she can use. So right now she knows she can't have a biological child of her own. And TJ was talking about other ways that they could go about becoming parents, but Molly just wanted to shut down the whole baby discussion at all because she's so distraught. And of course, come to find out, she's been dealing with pain and just a bunch of stuff. And so TJ's very upset because he does still want to start a family, but he also doesn't want to pressure her because he knows how bad everything is for her right now. So Molly's going to open up to Christina about all of this. And I'm very sure that Christina is going to offer both an egg and a womb to help out her sister. I think she will do this to be nice to Molly, yes, but also to prove something to Sam and Alexis. And the actress who's playing Christina now, Kate Mansi, actually has endometriosis herself. And this storyline was one of the reasons that she really wanted to come in and play Kristina. And so I definitely see we're going to come out that way. Also, just a side note, it looks like Holiday Mia Kriegel is going to be longer term in the role of Molly. Helly Polos remains in rehab as she faces 2 felony charges and 1 misdemeanor charge, which will likely equal jail time. And the rehab she's in, the way California law works, is the longer she stays in rehab, all those days can count towards her prison sentence. So likely she's going to be long-term in that rehab. We talked to a DUI lawyer, and he said if that was his client, he would keep her in there 6 months to a year or longer because it can substitute in for prison time. All right, our number 4 General Hospital prediction is that Tracy Quartermaine is going to save Drew Cain. Tracy meets with Diane next week. That's a confirmed spoiler, and doesn't want to take no for an answer. That's another confirmed spoiler. So that might be something to do with Drew's case. And remember, Diane didn't rep him. She repped Carly because she felt like it would be a conflict of interest. But now that Carly isn't facing charges, Diane could technically take his case. Tracy doesn't, she doesn't like people, even people in her own family, but she also really hates the idea of a Quartermaine family member being jailed for Carly Corinthos' crime, because Tracy really doesn't like Carly. So she may wield her influence kind of like she did to get Chase back his job and use it to get Drew out of prison, because we know there's no way Drew's going to stay in prison on General Hospital for 3 years. It's not going to happen. I mean, I think we're going to get a little bit of jailhouse action, a few weeks of it maybe. And, so Cyrus can threaten him, whatever, and Carly can feel increasingly guilty. But they never do long-term prison stories. Remember, even when Sonny got convicted to like 20 to life or something, he escaped, saved the Haunted Star, and then his sentence was commuted by the governor. So all Drew needs to do is break out of there and just save some people, and then he'll be fine. All right, our number 5 prediction for GH is about Nina Reeves and Eddie Maine, aka Ned Quartermaine. So we're going to talk about this in 1 second, but if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates. And if you're enjoying these predictions, click a like on this one. All right, so we feel like that Nina Reeves may try and gaslight Eddie Maine to either get rid of him or to somehow try and affect his memories so that Ned, when he finally does snap out of this, doesn't immediately rat her out. Like, for instance, she could tell him some lies about his accident and kind of see where his head is at, see what he remembers, see if she can convince him of an alternate truth. Of course, the security footage will debunk that if he ever gets to see it. And we do know that Chase is supposed to ask Nina some questions about it because surely he saw, he knows Nina knows something. So with Sonny being, busy with work and stuff, and Eddie hanging out around the house, that means he's probably going to have time with Nina, and that's time she could spend encouraging him to, try Las Vegas. Maybe you want to go to Nashville since you want to be a singer. She could even offer him some money and offer him a ride to the bus station or to the airport. I just feel like Nina is going to work every single angle that she can to ensure that Eddie/Ned either leaves Port Charles, or if she can do something to alter his memories or in some way keep him quiet. But the bottom line, as we know, is she's just digging herself deeper and deeper, and it's all going to blow up in her face. And I think we're all just kind of wondering how big the explosion is going to be when it finally happens.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.